Welcome. In this video, we're going to take a look at problem 26 from section 1.6 out of College Algebra by OpenStax. Okay, we need to divide the rational expressions. The first thing we're going to do is multiply by the reciprocal. So let's rewrite this as q squared minus 9 divided by q squared plus 6q plus 9. And now we will multiply by the reciprocal. So we will have q squared plus 2q minus 3 over q squared minus 2q minus 3. All right, our next step is to factor both numerators and factor both denominators. All right, so let's factor the q squared minus 9. So I'll write that over here, factor q squared minus 9. This is a difference of squares. So we can immediately factor this. So the difference of squares says that a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b times a minus b. Okay, so we are going to have q squared minus 9 is q plus 3 times q minus 3. All right, and so let's highlight. So there's one of the four. Okay, and so now let's factor the other numerator, other term in the numerator. So we're going to factor q squared plus 2q minus 3. Okay, this is a trinomial with leading coefficient 1. And so we just need to look at the factors of minus 3. And so minus 3 is equal to minus 1 times 3, or it's equal to 1 times minus 3. All right, we have a plus 2q, so we can say p is minus 1 and q is 3. When we add those together, we'll get a plus 2. So p plus q is equal to 2. All right, so now we can say q squared plus 2q minus 3 is equal to q plus p. Our p is minus 1, so q minus 1 times q plus 3. Okay, so now we can highlight that one. So all of our numerators are done. Now we're ready for the denominators. Okay, so we need to factor q squared plus 6q plus 9. Another trinomial with leading coefficient 1. So we need to look at the factors of 9. And we can try 3 times 3 for 9. So we can try, and this is awful having a q in the problem and using p and q. But so let's just write q squared plus 6q plus 9 is going to be q plus 3 times q plus 3. Okay. We can highlight that one. And now we're ready for our last denominator. And so we're going to factor q squared minus 2q minus 3. All right, again, a trinomial with leading coefficient of 1. And so this time we need the two factors to add up to a minus 2. And so we're going to use 1 times minus 3 to get our minus 3. And so we can say q squared minus 2q minus 3, we're going to have a q and a q, and we're going to have a 1 and a minus 3. So we're going to do plus 1 minus 3. Okay, and so now we have everything factored. Okay, so let's write down our problem again. So we have q squared minus 9 divided by q squared plus 6q plus 9. We're multiplying that by q squared plus 2q minus 3 and dividing by q squared minus 2q minus 3. Okay, so q squared minus 9 is q plus 3 times q minus 3. And then the other part of the numerator, the q squared plus 2q minus 3, is q minus 1 times q plus 3. For the denominators, we have q plus 3 times q plus 3 and q plus 1 times q minus 3. Okay, and so let's go through and highlight. So let's take care of q plus 3 and a q plus 3, so we can factor those out. Okay, now we can go to the next one. I'll just use green. So we've got a q minus 3, q minus 3, and we don't have a q minus 1 in the denominator, but we do have a q plus 3 and a q plus 3. And so this is going to leave us with q minus 1 over q plus 1. And that is our final answer. I hope this video was informative and that you learned and enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.